the game, how many class did you try? Oh, I've jumped around a lot. My journey was I started as a mage because in Guild Wars 1, which is the game I played previous to, playing WoW, I played Guild Wars 1 and I was a healer. And so I tried something new. I did mage and realized pretty quickly that I wasn't going to be satisfied with that. And I tried druid and I really liked the flexibility of being able to do everything. And so I played druid really up until Shadowlands. So. And I've, especially last expansion, at the very end of BFA, there was a lot of dead time. I wasn't looking to really do anything serious. I came into it super late. Like I barely got Heroic N'Zoth right at the very end of the expansion, before the pre-patch, and so like I wasn't really pushing much difficult content. So, I mean, I never even got KSM. So I took that time to get up a bunch of alts and try to see what I liked and stuff like that. So how did it feel going from the fastest class to the wheelchair class with us holy priests? Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment for sure. But I got so tired of the healing playstyle of Resto, just because of like it doesn't feel super impactful. The hots are very unsatisfying to me in general, just because I like seeing the big chunky heals. Flash concentration's been really fun for that, by the way. Yeah, so I don't know. It was a nice switch. I was debating between Holy Pally and Priest, and I'm glad I went with Priest. I like having two very unique and different heal specs that I can swap around between, which is great. You're Holy Priest, but you want Holy Pally next. It's so dominant, you feel? Yeah, and it's also a very unique playstyle. It just feels like a stronger... disc, you know? Like, it has all the advantages of disc, but it's just better. You know, you don't have to you don't have to be in melee with disc. But yeah. Oh, also, in case I put this on YouTube, I forgot to enter this key. I'm doing a 17 Plaguefall, running as Holy with the Flash Concentration Legendary. This is my talent setup. I'm currently running with Dreamweaver as my Soulbind. Not because it's the best, but because I am using Naya for Shadow. And a lot more Shadow than I was. So that's my Soulbind setup. Just running one potency, running with Resonant Words. So yeah, this is a PUG. Just joined through the LFG tool. Missing some stuff in chat here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Holy Pally's a lot of fun. It feels really, really active and engaging to be in melee like that, and cranking, doing a ton of damage and stuff like that. It's really pretty sweet. checking with the mage to see if he doesn't want my CDR, because it can mess people up if they're used to lining up cooldowns and stuff. My general consensus I've heard is that they prefer to have it up more often though, so it works out. Oh no, that's my fault. While we're pulling, I'm going to go ahead and drink. I'll recover with a Guardian Spirit if needed, but it doesn't look like I need to. So I did have my CDR on the mage here, but he's gonna have it up regardless by the time this is done. So then I decided to swap it to the warrior so he can get up his, I don't know what it's called, recklessness. I know what the icon looks like, but I just don't know what the name of it is. All right, the rogue just popped his thing, his cooldown. So he's not gonna have it up for this trash, but that's okay. We're gonna have 2 others. Guardian Spirit on him. I'm going to go ahead and PI the Mage. Look at that Warrior Cleave. Look at that Mage Burst. Good stuff. Just got to throw out my little Divine Star and hope for the best. Shadow Word Death, all that good stuff. Whatever I can throw out. Here, I'm going to go ahead and Apotheosis. Probably should have saved it for the boss, but by the time we need it, I think I'll have it up and it'll be alright. Wow, did the mage die there? He did. His Cauterize popped. I don't know what from. Was he low and I didn't notice it? Like, what killed him there? Interesting. Alright, same deal. We're going to go ahead and reduce the cooldowns on this warrior. Okay, mage is combusting here. Probably wise, because he's going to have the shortest cooldown. And it is fortified, so... And they don't know that whether or not they can trust me with a longer Prideful yet, so... That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and PI on the warrior because the mage doesn't have cooldowns. We need to get this banner down. As long as people aren't getting hit by the mechanics, we're fine because it's going to heal up whoever goes down. We'll see if the mage combusts the warrior. I don't think he would, but you never know. Yeah, because I already have Apotheosis back up. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Very nice. Hit all all of us with that Sanctify. That feels really good. So here, I'm not too concerned with getting people topped off. Really just focus on dealing damage and whatever. You can just tunnel him now, we don't need to kill the banner. There we go. Cool. Go ahead and shrink it on the Demon Hunter here. Refresh my flash concentration. And off to DPS. So here I'm going to fade and dot some stuff up. Make sure I don't drop flash concentration because I'm not really going to have time to build it up during this if things go wrong. Get off a Divine Star before stuff starts dying. Shadow of Death. Nice. Interesting Shroud. I think that was a mistake. That Guardian Spirit was very necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and Apotheosis here. Would have loved to have my Plume Trinket up there, but it worked out. The Apotheosis plus the Guardian Spirit worked out great. I think right there I have to make a better attempt to keep up with the tank there, because that always is very scary when he goes around that corner, line of sight's the healer. That's something that you definitely have to be prepared for, have some kind of cooldown or some kind of plan for. Cancel there because I wasn't going to have time to finish the cast and move and get my flash concentration back on get back up. So Blood Elf Racial here to remove the buffs. Okay, here I'm a little concerned because I blew my Divine Hymn. I probably should have saved it because this is honestly where I need it. I need to make an adjustment to my cooldown usage. I usually blow an unnecessary Divine Hymn there, and I didn't need to because now, okay, I'm just going to have to Apotheosis through this. Well, the group's doing fantastic on the kicks on the Soulbinder, so we're alright. Great. No problem at all. Getting all those kicks makes a big difference. If one of those necrotic bolt volleys goes off, it's a little nutty. Now I'm gonna plume trinket on myself because I was very low there. $10k healing that bull. 10k HPS. Caught the very beginning of this combust. That feels really good. Very nice. Perfect. See if I can keep my flash concentration going here. I'm going to come in with a few stacks less than I'd like to have, but at least I've got 2, so we'll get those up first priority. Even though it's a little bit of a mana waste, I'm not having any problems with mana since I've swapped to Night Fae. So we're just going to keep going. Necrotic Bolt Volley. We're going to go ahead and stun him too to keep that off longer. Don't know if that actually helps, but I want to get damage on somebody. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not going to focus too much on healing here, because this can get a little bit out of control. Yeah, with having to move for a Death Wind, and then if I get clipped by a Tornado, and the dots that are out, speaking of which, I'm going to dispel those, Mass Dispel. It's just, things can get a little bit tricky here, but this group is managing things fantastically. Ooh, that little FPS loss there was a little scary. Left a couple frames. 66% is plenty. I would guess that the group can save their cooldowns, but no. Warrior popped his. So did the rogue. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and... They really don't trust me. Maybe I'm misreading that, but I mean, I'm thankful for it because Prideful and Fortified is pretty intense. But yeah, these are easy. We're not getting hardly any stacks. I'm not having to use anything. I was able to do Fey Guardians on the Warrior, and so he's going to be coming into this boss with full cooldowns, and the Rogue still has... He's only got 30 seconds left, so that was a wise usage, I think. And the Mage can fully combust here. I can catch his thing, his combust window with PI. Okay, here I'm going to focus on dealing damage. I'm going to make sure I don't pot, because I want to... Ooh, the Spell Reflect. Beautiful. I want to make sure that I don't miss my opportunity to invis pot on this next room. So there's not a whole lot of boss tank damage in this fight. So I typically, if I don't have Mass Dispel up, if I dispel one person, it's going to be one of the DPSs. Here I can Mass Dispel again. If you can preempt that and plan to use a Mass Dispel every other Phantasmal Parasite, it's really good. But if you're late and you forget about it, it's bad, because you by the time you cast it, one person's already dead if you're not on top of the healing. Beautiful. And we pulled 1.5k DPS. Awesome. Keep my stacks up here and Soul Shape. and refresh it one more time. Fey Guardians. Okay, so there I Serenity'd on the Rogue, and I pop my Plume Trinket on the Warrior. He is fine. There goes his health. Awesome. I'm going to focus on dispelling DPS. I did the Warrior there first because the Mage isn't currently combusting. So Warrior's going to be performing a little bit better until Combust is used. Rogue's kicking tail. It's awesome. This is a great group. We don't have a single death. Knock on wood. Beautiful. Start this off with a Divine Star. Maybe I can get a second pack before this group dies. Mage is combusting. We'll PI. Oh boy. Let some casts go off there. That's unfortunate. I can B-res in just a moment. I mean, we've got 3 available, so might as well keep things rolling. Oops, I'm healing like I have Flash Concentration stacks up, which I definitely do not. That's why that was so slow. Nice. Lucky positioning here. Reducing the mage's cooldowns right now, refreshing Flash Concentration on him so I can keep the CDR on him. Need shield. Okay, we'll go ahead and Apotheosis this. Get some extra damage out. How do you B-res? With the engineering item. So I'm a level 50 engineer. That's as high as you need to be in order to use the disposable spectrophasmic reanimator. So any class can B-res. It's just it takes a while because you have to be in melee range of them. It has a longer cast time. It reses them with less health. And also it has a very, very small chance to actually kill you. So, yeah. But it is so good to have it in a pinch. I've only ever seen somebody die to it maybe twice the entire expansion. So very, very worthwhile. So here I'm trying to optimize a little bit more. And the way that I'm optimizing is I'm trying to stay in melee range. Because when you're in melee range, the duders don't jump around so much. And also, when he pulls the group in, it doesn't interrupt you and pull you. So I'm trying to optimize just a little bit more by doing that. Mage is gonna save and bust by the looks of it. You can know the pull is coming because you see the chains coming down. So if you're zoomed out enough, or your camera is positioned on the side that the chains are going to come down on, you can see it and then move into melee range to prepare for it. Good stuff. Oh, we lost our perfect run. That warrior dying to the withering discharges. But hey, that wasn't me, so I don't need to accept responsibility of that. We are doing fantastic. And we're gonna have lust about halfway through on this, which is perfect. I mean, it's not on tyrannical, and with how this group has been pushing so fast, I don't know. It might be ready right away. I'll get this rogue's cooldowns up. It's almost there. And it's gonna help for these first couple reaping strikes. The reason I'm healing up this rogue, even though he's full health, is so that I can get my flash concentration stacks up, while keeping the CDR on him. Although I think it was off. I probably could have swapped it to the warrior or the mage. That would have been more ideal, but it's okay. So these, I don't want to hit other people, but I do want to stay close enough to where, yeah, where we can cleave these down really easy. Look at that. Warrior cleave. Great. Good, I'm not even going to need to move here. 45 seconds on Lust. Could save Apotheosis for that. Tempted to pop it now, though. Yeah. Because usually during Lust, mechanics start stacking up and gets a little tricky. Soul Shape is so nice for that. Okay, Lust in 13. Perfect positioning here. A Plume Trinket on the tank. I really don't want him to die here. And there's the Lust. Great. Should be safe right here. Alright, Apotheosis. Let's finish this dude off. Beautiful. Was that a +2? +2. No. Rip.